Coach, we're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's our time. Check. Shady weapon. Hey, Echo.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, Wahoo!
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, what a catch by Edelman. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why I ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Matt Breida, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 18 Gators. 54. Here we go. Shit. Patchy. Let's go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 22 jet bomber. Yep. Banjo. Hey, high 7. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch that. Get it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
One of the selling points of the in route, is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
60 or. Back. Hard.
On first down, Stevenson. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming.
Here's a give to Lindsey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Take right. Hey, we got 4 down. Rush in, hit it.
From the gun, Stevenson. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Set. 60 outlaw. I got you, sir. Hey, watch it. Protein spill.
Throwing on first down. Stevenson. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, a 22. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Check 37. Greystone, travel. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got it. Check 43. Look at me. Go.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Topper! Rock it. Hey, Delta. Fire.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Slam. Whip. Watch the whip. 2.
Operating from the gun, Stevenson. And this is complete. It's Allen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A gain of 5, but not enough, leads to a 4th and goal. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. It's a great throw right there and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
Alert 3. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Let's go.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant. 91 is the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey. Check 91. 91.
2nd and 6. His throw incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
6-6. Pull it high. Ready?
They run forward, Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Check 91. Hey, exit. Mike 91. Ricky. 91 is the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Look. Squeeze. Check. He's checking. Now.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Ready? 91 is the mic. Mike 91. You got to get the ball. Can you get the ball? Hit it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Matt Breida with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Broncos 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Light 54. Here we go. Here we go. Big air. Big air. Big air. Bang. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 3 down. You're out. Check 3. Check 3. 36. 36.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Kill. Hey, stand up. Kill. Shoot.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stevenson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one. Handed.
A gain of 39 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
80 weapons. Hey, seam six. General West. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Completes it to Hardman. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Switch.
This is Breida. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Look at me. Zipper. Now.
Throwing to start the drive. Stevenson, screen pass to Lindsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The first down screen pass, good for 5. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Second and 5. Allen's got it complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ready up.
6. Mike, 56, right there.
Protein spill.
Hey, watch the slant. 49, check it.
Hey, Alpha. Go.
On 1st and 10, Stevenson. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Check three. He's coming.
Greystone, travel. Fire.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
47. Here we go. 47, Mike. 47.
Hey, lock it.
6 guys. Check.
2.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Box drop.
56 for Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. I got it. Mike 56. Mike 56. Rip left.
On 1st down, Stevenson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 41-yard line.
Ready, set.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Chopper. Hey, orbit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Looking to throw. Stevenson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Watch the
Bam.
They're going with Lindsey. And an alley to run. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Not here. Watch the safety creep. Show it up. Show it up.
Back to throw. Stevenson. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 7 yards there and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Blue draw Porkers. Check 52. Watch twist. Watch Leo. Wide, get wide. Go.
And an alley to run. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, with them trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
Check 50. Check 50.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Stevenson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Tight dog. Under 10. 10. Kill. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the gun, Stevenson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Come on, set. 10-2 soft. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. In your face. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Edelman was the intended target.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Hard. Hey, high 7.
Watch the shift. Right there. 54, right there.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On the ready.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
54. They want this. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the slant. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Look at me. Go.
Operating from the gun. Stevenson over the middle, and it's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
He's got his tight end fan. That one good for 24 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Undercrush. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, keep it up. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now.
Throwing on first down. Stevenson. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the Eagles' 22-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Shoot.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
Check out.
Rock it. Hit it.
Off play action. Stevenson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right. They have had no room to breathe.
Check 13. 61, matchbox lights.
Check 26. Kill.
Big grip.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Time to go. Night. Check.
Go.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
218, chop it.
Safe.
Yep.
Play.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
On the set.
52. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now it's first and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Running out of the gun here, Breida. There he goes again, and some room to work. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Matt Breida with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Right. He's tight right here. Tight on the right. Hey, 4 down. Shit.
General West.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You got tight right there.
Jet bomber.
Man, I got you.
Hey, exit.
90 is the mic. Watch the run. Check. Fresno.
Get it.
From the gun, Stevenson looking middle, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Check. Crunch. Recon. 152 fighter.
Operating from the gun. Stevenson. He's got Allen. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
53 is the mic. You must be dreaming. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Ready?
On fourth down, Stevenson. It's caught. Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Ready?
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Check three. 54 is Mike, 54 is
Now.
From the gun, Stevenson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ready, break.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Bandit. Kill.
Greystone travel. Hey, seam 6.
Check right, 54. Mike, 54.
Look, squeeze.
Check.
Hit it.
To throw again. Stevenson, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Broncos 6.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Switch.
Topper. You're out.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Watch out. Out. Slam.
You draw quarters.
Joker. Sponge. No.
Big grip.
On 1st and 10, Stevenson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check 24.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
Throwing again. Stevenson. Looking downfield for Jones. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And the return will actually lose 11 yards, but they get the interception. They have the football.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart. Couple of first.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Rabbit. Check it back.
Hey, Sam off. Hey. Bravo.
91 is the mic. You better be.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And his throw here's incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that will be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run by Lindsey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 31.
Operating from the gun, Stevenson. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 33-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Shoot.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On 3rd down, Lindsey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
You got next 3. 218, chop it. Watch the twins. Hey, one set. Leo. 54. Blue Dan. Keep him.
On 4th down, Stevenson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Ready up. 91 is the mic. 80 weapon. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Take over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
Check 43. 22 jet bomber. Smooth. Fire.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
132 fighter. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback. Hey, Alpha. D-line, get that quarterback.
To throw on 2nd down. Stevenson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
Got it.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, pick your game up.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
120. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
First throw now for the backup Wentz. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They're all through now, by the way, in Santa Clara. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches...
And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Here we go. 280. Grade 15. Grade 15.
Slam.
Here's Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just rocking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
4 down. Check. 4 down. 4 down. Whip.
Topper.
They'll try to run with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
New draw Porker.
Check 25.
Hey, Foxtrot.
91 is the mic. Watch the backer. Check 91.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Broncos 6. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great